The worst team in Madden 27? The Miami Dolphins. Coming in as a measly 77 overall across the board, and honestly, that might be a little generous for how bad this roster really is. Tutu Atwell starts as their wide receiver 1, by the way, but today we're tasked with doing the impossible by leading Madden 27's worst team to the Super Bowl within 5 seasons. Or else, I gotta give this mystery Dolphins jersey away that I'm wearing to a subscriber in the comments, which I've had this jersey for a while now, so I'd definitely rather keep it in the old collection. But unfortunately for me, this rebuild is going to be even harder than what it looks like on the surface. We must win this Super Bowl with Malik Willis as quarterback. Like, he's only a 74 overall, already at 27 years old, so unfortunately, not a lot of room to grow there. But I have faith. I mean, I have been quite the Malik Willis stan for a while now. Got the suit and tie on, because we mean business. Now, we'll be revealing at the end of this rebuild which mystery Dolphins jersey that I am currently wearing. I know you guys are just so heavily invested in it. Now, to be totally honest with you guys, like, this might be one of the worst rosters I've seen in the NFL this century. I mean, there genuinely might be 6 or 7 guys that I feel we can build around that hopefully can help eventually lead us to a Super Bowl. But it's bad, dude. It's bad. Now, the good news is we should be set on the left side of the offensive line for the duration of this rebuild. Aaron Brewer, former Tennessee Titan, absolute stud here in Miami. Caden Proctor, young rookie, he should develop. Like, they're probably going to play him at guard this season, but long term, if we're going to be successful, we have got to convert this guy to right tackle. Funny enough, it does actually hurt his overall a little bit, brings him down to 76, and again, funny enough, brings the team overall down to 76. So literally one move into this rebuild, and I'm already making the worst team in Madden 27 worse than what they started. It's all part of my master plan, boys. Okay, this guy just cannot start for us left guard, no chance. There we go. After a little bit of flip-flopping, back up to a 77 overall. Like, the only other long-term starter that we have, obviously, Devon Achane, and Malik Willis, who we have already decided is going to be our starter for the next 5 seasons. Whether or not that ends in a Super Bowl remains to be seen. Now, I am actually going to do something very controversial, I believe, to start off this rebuild, but I'll get to that in a second. First of all, I need to analyze the defense, because, I mean, it's bad, but I don't think it's as bad as the offense. I mean, definitely some young pieces, you know. Chris Johnson going to come in as a rookie as our #1 cornerback. Kenneth Grant hopefully can develop into a stud. Now, like, Zach Zeeler here, I mean, he is 30 years old, 83 rated. Like, I would hope to think he can stay the duration of this rebuild and hopefully help lead us to a Super Bowl. But like 5 seasons down the line, dude, he's gonna be 35. And in this game, dude, players retire like at the age of 32, 33. So like, I really wonder if this first season, especially if we're having a bad year, which is gonna happen, like if I should trade him at the trade deadline and try to get something half decent for him in return. And it kind of sucks because like looking at his contract, dude, he is owed so much money. But like if I was a betting man, I would bet that he's not even gonna make it through that contract before he retires. I don't know. We'll see what kind of offers we'll get for him at the trade deadline. So if we do trade him away, dude, that cap penalty is going to be atrocious. Now, Jordan Brooks, an absolute stud, 84 rated middle linebacker. He's only 28. So if we can make it to a Super Bowl within 5 seasons, hopefully he'll be stuck around the entire time. He only has 1 year left on his contract. And is he a guy that we really want to build around? I mean, he was a tackling machine last year, but the thing is, though, Jacob Rodriguez, former Heisman Trophy candidate at Texas Tech, and like we want him to get playing time, man. So like it really all depends what we could get in a trade for these guys. But like for me personally, I want to see Jacob Rodriguez as our future middle linebacker. Chop Robinson as well, like a lot of promise. He's still young, but we got to see some fast development from this guy because it's been a little rough first couple seasons. Still have faith though in him. I still have faith. That's really it, man. Like not really a lot of good things to look at here. Now, the controversial thing that I do want to do at the start of this rebuild. You might be asking, dude, what controversial could you do to this roster? Well, for Malik Willis's sake, I'm thinking about going ahead and just off the rip getting rid of Tutu Atwell, getting rid of Malik Washington, and getting rid of Jalen Tolbert. Honestly, I lied. I might keep one of those guys, but I want to see Chris Bell. I want to see Caleb Douglas play, because if one of them can turn into a half decent receiver, that would at least give us one less position that we have to find a long-term option at. Because Tutu Atwell, Jalen Tolbert, even though former South Alabama guy, like I love him, love the guy, but I'm trying to win the Super Bowl. I'm trying to hold on to this jersey, and unfortunately, Jalen Tolbert's already 27 years old. He's not going to be a wide receiver #1 for us. Maybe in real life, there's still hope for that. But unfortunately, with him being normal dev, even if he put up like 1,500 yards a season, he would definitely max out like an 80 overall, if that. So like, even if I could just get like a 5th or 6th round draft pick, I would take it in a heartbeat. Which I will say, you know, the offers aren't too incredible here. Tyreek Stevenson's about to be Miami Dolphin. We definitely need cornerback help, because as you guys see, it's atrocious. Oh my god, dude. Like, Darrell Baker, he's not a long-term option. We need to add Stevenson and at least one more, rather it be through the draft or through free agency. But we can get a jump start on rebuilding this position here. But when Ethan Bonner submitted through, don't know how, but Tyreek Stevenson is now a Miami Dolphin. Now, with that being the case, kind of excited to see what in the world we can get for Tutu Atwell here. I mean, he's only 26. Again, he's 75 rated, but like, he's just not going to be a long-term option. I'd rather see the 2 rookies actually get playing time this season. We got some all-right offers, I suppose, from the Bengals, the Chiefs, the Saints. Unfortunately, man, we can't afford Jamar Chase's cap hit. And that's the thing that sucks about this roster too, is we only have $10 million in cap room. So like, I don't even know if we're gonna be able to spend money next free agency. I'm assuming Tua's dead cap is gonna come off our books in the offseason, but you never know with franchise. Again, even if there isn't like a fit as like maybe Brian Cook, we do need free safety. It's about halfway to being accepted. I mean, if we could help out that secondary this season and that give us one less thing we actually have to attack in the offseason, that would make me happy. Throwing Lonnie Johnson, getting closer, because our resources here are gonna be spread thin for a long time. Donovan Edwards, it's close. Employing Jalen Rager in the big 2026 is nuts. Trade still declined. Come on, can we just accept the trade, brother? You know what, Darrell Baker he's just not a long-term option. He submitted through. There it is. We potentially land ourselves our long-term starter at the free safety position. Wide receivers extremely grim, you know, Malik Washington, Chris Bell, Caleb Douglas, but at least these guys can develop hopefully a little bit the rookie seasons. Funny enough, they actually brought the team up to a 79 overall defense, so at least we made the team better overall. Just made the cognitive note that we have a 67 overall strong safety starting for us, so that's fun. Now, Tyreek Stevenson immediately wants to speak with me about what I have no idea. Oh, a contract extension. Because he does only have 1 year left remaining on his contract, unfortunately. Maybe 4 years, and I'll up the money slightly. Only 43% interest. Here we go with this crap. Unfortunately, already starting to lose patience with us. Dude, this is about to be a 6-year contract. 93% interest. There it is, thank God. Tyreek Stevenson locked down apparently for the next 6 seasons. So if anything, he should be here to either we fail or complete today's rebuild challenge. And unfortunately, there's like no available like current free agents that are gonna help us out long term. Like everybody here is 30 years old and above. Like the highest overall current free agent under 30 years old is Najee Harris, and there's just literally no interest there at all. Wait a minute, where is he? Trayvon Diggs, 27 years old. Can we bring him back to his prime in Miami? I don't know how much it's gonna cost us. 3-year deal, see what he says. 43% interest, add a little bit of a signing bonus. If anything, he could be good depth for us. Oh, we're almost there, boys. We are almost there. 99%, come on now. There it is, thank God. Trayvon Diggs should at least be, you know, good cornerback depth for us next 3 seasons. Now, unfortunately, I do believe this is how our roster is gonna look going into our first season. That doesn't mean the work is done here in the preseason just yet. We have to take every opportunity physically possible to improve Malik Willis if we're gonna have any chance of winning the Super Bowl with him. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, we are kind of cooking here. On the very first attempt, we're about to get gold. He's throwing some ducks. It's kind of nasty. Yo, gold on the very first attempt, which, if I'm not mistaken, does upgrade Malik Willis, or at least gives him 2 upgrade skill points. Maybe even gives him an upgrade to a star dev, which would be huge. We only get the 2 skill points, but again, that is massive. Actually, my friends, with the extra XP we just got, Malik Willis is going to get 3 upgrade points here. And I suppose they'll all go towards improviser. It automatically used all 3 in the same bucket. But with that, boys, Malik Willis, with 1 preseason drill done, is up to a 77 overall. Really wish we could do both of these quarterback drills with them. Pose will also try to get Devon Achane a little extra boost, because you best believe this team needs every little extra boost physically possible. Dude, like, what is happening? This is unbelievable, brother. I'm actually not going to get gold. Oh, at least I think the very end we're going to clutch up silver. Which, like I said, we'll take every little boost that we can get. Ooh, I suppose we also go ahead and try to improve one of our young wide receivers. I guess we'll go Chris Bell. Oh, well, that sucks. It doesn't matter. I was going to get silver anyway because we got stuck on the cornerback one play. But again, we'll definitely take an upgrade point for a young rookie. Ooh, maybe we try and get Caden Proctor's overall back that we lost when converting his position. Oh, I forgot about this drill, boys. I'm not going to lie to you. It's probably my least favorite drill in the entire game. Oh, although we got gold in the very first attempt, boys. Let's go. I mean, that's about as perfect as you can get on this drill. And another reason you do all these training camp drills is sometimes you get lucky and they get a dev trait increase when you get a gold drill, which for Caden Proctor, we get the skill point, we'll take it. Oh, we've absolutely got to upgrade Chop Robinson here. Dude, I don't feel like this is how this drill is supposed to go, man. Did they make this drill harder? Dude, they absolutely made this drill harder. Get the frick up, brother. Oh, please. Dude, that was the most stressful drill of my entire life. Not gonna lie. I cannot get away. They just hold. They hold the entire time, brother. What is happening, dude? This drill is absolutely cooked, dude. Does that even get me a point? I'm honest, I'm over it. I don't care if he didn't. No. Oh well, we'll take the 1500 XP. Let's get Jacob Rodriguez going. So far, so good. Oh, see. All it takes is one, and that ruins the streak, unfortunately. But all I really need is silver. I don't even think the rookies can have their dev traits increased on the first preseason camp. So I'll just take a little upgrade if we can get that. Oh, well, we might not get that upgrade, boys. I'm failing. How am I supposed to tackle that? Not one forced fumble, unfortunately, bronze again. Now, hopefully, we can finish off this training camp strong and get our young rookie cornerback one a big upgrade. I think we're one away from gold. Brother, let's go! Okay. There we go. Clinched. We started off training camp strong, at least we finished strong. Little iffy in between, but we take it. And this is why you grind training camp. I was wrong earlier. I thought the rookies couldn't get the dev trait increase, but I lied. Chris Johnson is going to start his rookie season, not even his rookie season, the preseason to his rookie year as a superstar dev trait. You can't see it yet because it still says he's hidden because he is a rookie, but he's up to a 77 overall. And with him being a superstar, I'm telling you right now, boys, there's a chance he could be like an 81, 82 rated by the end of his rookie season and truly develop into one of the best cornerbacks in all of football. I will say, slightly disappointed. I thought after the upgrades, the team was at least going to go up to a 78. They didn't, but progress is progress, fellas. You take everything you can get, especially when your roster is this bad. I'm really happy that we already got a 3 overall upgrade on Malik Willis, dude. And maybe if we keep him along this entire rebuild and keep perfecting the training camps, we could get him into like maybe the mid-80s overall wise. Coach, given your offensive background, what area of that unit do you think you'll have the biggest impact on? Does me saying quarterbacks do anything to Malik Willis? No, but it unlocked the field general ability. Oh, I definitely want to upgrade the player development. And which part of the offense will you be focused on developing the most? Quarterbacks, of course. We got to get Malik Willis up to like an 85 rated if we want to win a Super Bowl. Now, we've made it to the final week of the preseason, and guys, I have to say, it definitely could have gone better. If I'm being honest, it couldn't have gone any worse. We lost 29-3, 44-13, and then a 2-point loss to the Falcons. I know it's the preseason, but honest to God, I wouldn't be shocked if we went 0-17 this season. Now, as we advance into the regular season finally, I am kind of excited to see if anybody else progressed a little bit. Like maybe Chris Johnson's already an 80. Oh God, we already have to do a contract extension with Jordan Brooks. Jacob Rodriguez is already like complaining that he's not starting. Like, brother, you're a rookie. This is week 1. All right, before we get into any nonsense, I do want to check out the line to see Malik Willis is still a 77, although Achan's up to a 90. Chris Bell up to a 73, so I mean he's going to take over as a wide receiver 1 here in a couple weeks or so. We did improve up to a 79 overall team already, so that's nice. Caden Proctor up to a 78. Definitely like to see Patrick Paul improve a little bit this season. He's only normal dev though, so that's not good. Chris Johnson only got to 78, but that's fine though. Went from a 76 to a 78 overall with superstar. And this is just week 1 of the regular season in his first year of professional football. Kenneth Green up to a 76, Stevenson up to a 77, Chop Robinson up to a 76. Now here's the thing though, boys. It's like Jordan Brooks, he's an 84 rated, but like, is he really gonna help help us long term? Or should I go ahead and see what teams would offer me for him and go ahead and let Jacob Rodriguez start at that position? Which, for being honest, the offers are kind of stinky. Like, Christian Watson would be nice, but he's also 27 years old, so it doesn't really like fit our timeline. Yeah, for being honest, don't really like the offers at all. So what I think we actually could do here, I definitely want Jacob Rodriguez to get a lot of playing time this year. This probably wouldn't be the best thing to do for his career, but if I actually want him to get playing time, let's go ahead and convert him over to will linebacker, which unfortunately did drop his overall by 1, but regardless, I'm going to let him start. And what I could go ahead and do now is trade away Tyrell Dodson, even if it's just like a late draft pick that we get. Emmanuel Forbes, they're offering me him in a 4th. The Rams are literally the only team that wants Dodson. Braden Fisk is defensive tackle 3, and they about accepted the trade straight up. Now, the problem is I'm actually kind of deep at defensive tackle, so I really don't know if I even need them. What about their 2nd round pick? Trade declined. I mean, if I could get Braden Fisk, dude, that does kind of open up a world of possibilities. All these receivers that we just absolutely do not need. Trades accepted. Why? I have no idea. No clue at all, but not asking questions. Which now means that Jacob Rodriguez gets to start. We can lock down Jordan Brooks long term, and I do wonder if I should just go ahead and trade away Zachary here. We're going to take a massive cap penalty, but we'd get that money back once it gets to the point where like we actually can compete with this roster. So let's see what offers are actually out there in the universe. Again, it's nothing way too enticing. The best offer is definitely right here from the Broncos. Oh, dude, we're very close to getting their 2nd and 3rd round picks, which will probably be extremely late, but we need as much draft capital as physically possible here. Throw in this 63 overall right tackle. And yes, it's going to hurt us immediately in terms of finances, but I think a 2nd and 3rd round pick is absolutely worth it. So I really think I might have actually made the team worse there for now, but dude, adding Braden Fisk to that interior, I have no idea where that came from. Him and Kenneth Grant, easily our defensive tackles of the entire rebuild. And now I guess I can confidently go in and try to lock down Jordan Brooks to maybe a 4-year extension. I guess we go with a 4-year deal. I'll guarantee 2 of those years. Only 21% interest, my God. Oh God, here we go, dude. He's losing patience. Dude, he's losing patience. I can't do anything. We might have to trade away Jordan Brooks, boys. We might have to because we're not able to lock him down to a long-term deal here. So I suppose we'll try and get back in contact with him and negotiate in week 2. Funny enough, this is probably our best chance of winning the game the entire season, so hopefully we don't lose to the Las Vegas Raiders here. Guys, we genuinely might not win a game the entire year. 200 yards of offense. We lost by 20 to a rookie quarterback, Malik Willis. Not a good game. Not a good game at all. And I think the reason being is because the talent at wide receiver. Your quarterback's success and simulation in this game is so reliant on their talent at wide receiver and tight end. We don't have any. Like, our average overall pass catcher is what, like 74? Maybe even 73, 72? So I have a bad feeling Malik Willis is going to struggle quite drastically this entire season, but we're not going to give up on him. I do think we are getting somewhere with this. It's down to a 3-year contract extension. He's starting to run out of patience, so that's nice. That just happened out of nowhere. Oh, we're going to have to increase the salary a little bit. Hopefully, just get it over with, Jordan. 99%. 99% it got to, man. We might lose to the 49ers by 50 points this week. We genuinely might not average double-digit points a game this season. Oh my God. Finally. Only took me 3 weeks. So from this point, let's just go ahead and simulate the trade deadline. See if we've won a game and see if there's any more contracts we need to try to renegotiate. So week 9 in the trade deadline, we are currently 1-6. Hello? Can anybody tell me why Buffalo is 1-6? Not even like Josh Allen's having a bad season. I've never in my life seen anything quite like this. Funny enough, the only game we won all season was a 30-9 win over the Kansas City Chiefs. What a weird season this has been. And we need to make some pretty tough decisions because obviously we're not making the playoffs this year. Is Jackson about to get paid? No, because he's about to get traded. Joshua, Austin Jackson, David Ajabo, Farrell, all those guys are about to get shipped on for draft picks, which that's always a great start in negotiations. Surely the 1-6 Bills would take them. Hold on a second. We might just land Javon Bullard. Strong safety. He could be our starter of the future. But when he already locked down a massive contract extension, and it's going to be very, very cheap. He's only 23 years old. Oh my God. The fleece of a freaking lifetime. And again, guys, he's going to be here the next 6 years. So I think even though it's not like the greatest thing in the world, we do have safety set up for the duration of this rebuild. Now, Now, the positive notes, although there's very few, especially with one win at this point in the year. Chris Johnson up to 80 overall. You can see a superstar there. Jacob Rodriguez up to a 78. Fisk up to an 81. Grain up to a 77, as is Chop Robinson. So the young guys on defense slowly but surely progressing. Malik Willis still at a 77. Chris Bell, if I click generate lineup, he's still the number 2 receiver, but at least he's a 75 now. Should pass up Malik Washington anytime now. Caden Proctor up to an 80. So he's gone from a 76 to an 80 in just one season at the right tackle position. I'm a little disappointed in Patrick Paul. I was really hoping at this point that he would actually have progressed quite a bit, but unfortunately still an 81. Honestly, not too many trades actually going down during the NFL season this year. Honestly, we're the team making the biggest deals. God, would you look at that, dude. $192 million in dead cap. But with that, we might as well just go ahead and simulate the playoffs here so we can really get going in this rebuild. Just give me this one full offseason and I promise you this team's going to win more than one game next year. Now, real quick, I did want to mention that I've been using these Superfoods green gummies called Groons lately, and I really like how simple they make getting a bunch of different nutrients in daily. Now, as you see here, everything comes in one small little pack. You take just one pack a day and they actually taste really good. Groons are a convenient, comprehensive formula packed into a snack pack a day. Now, this isn't just a multivitamin, greens gummy, or prebiotic. It's literally all of those things and then some at a fraction of the price. And as a very, very important bonus, they actually taste really, really good. Let me actually get my daily serving in right now. See? Little gummy. I would talk to you, but unfortunately, I have a mouthful of Groons gummies right now. I will say, very chewy, very chewy. And the reason I just had to down an entire pack and not just take one is they literally can't fit all the nutrients in just one gummy. There's a ton of nutrients in that snack pack. You're literally getting 20 plus vitamins and minerals and 60 ingredients, including nutrient-dense whole foods. They also have 3 times the dietary fiber of the leading greens powders, plus ingredients like biotin and niacin that support thicker hair, nails, and skin health. And like I said, as you can see from the old empty pouch here, they actually taste really good. So if you guys want to give Groons a try, you can click my link at the top of the description box below and get 61% off. Again, that's 61% off of Groons if you click my link at the top of the description box below. Also, you can just scan the QR code on the screen. And once again, thanks to Groons for sponsoring today's video. Now, the good news, we finished with a 2-15 record, which should be good for the #1 pick in the NFL draft. The Bills, I don't think they lost another game the rest of the season. They missed the playoffs, but that's a great second half of the year. Surely nobody did worse than us in the NFC, right? Lions went 14-3, Rams 13-4. No chance, right? There we go. We secure the #1 pick in the NFL draft. Speaking of the NFL draft, we can go ahead and study the latest mock. Has us going edge rusher, which, I mean, we could use an edge rusher. Honestly, who we go with the first pick in the draft, really going to come down to what we can do in free agency. Like, if we can sign a good edge rusher in free agency, we probably need to go wide receiver, honestly. More than likely, I'm gonna try and trade down if possible. Because really what we need is a wide receiver. Like, I don't know who the best one is yet. We have our scouts out there scouting, but there's got to be a couple good wide receivers in the first round. Like, with how many holes that we have, dude, it's definitely the move trading back in the draft. Now, I do have to say, like, I find it absolutely hilarious that our 2 wins on the season was against the Chiefs again by 21 points. Then the Broncos beat them 17-0. To my surprise, I will be honest, we didn't have the league's worst offense. We were close, and we somehow actually had a top 10 defense. Malik, we've got to be better, brother. Like, we just couldn't throw touchdowns. I mean, honest to God, like, that's not as terrible as what I thought. Like, 3,400 yards, 12 touchdowns, 8 picks. We got to throw for more touchdowns. That's all there is to it. On the ground, Achane was fine outside of only scoring 3 touchdowns. Looks like Ollie Gordon vultured him so much. Maybe Ollie Gordon needs to be a starter. Averaged 5 yards per carry. Malik Willis, good numbers on the ground as well, as we expect with his 90 speed. Chris Bell at rookie, 1,000 yards, 5 touchdowns. I will say, a little disappointed in Caleb Douglas here. Didn't get much playing time, I'm assuming. Now, Chris Bell with 1,000 yards, maybe even won Offensive Rookie of the Year. If anything, from this first season, we at least know that we have ourselves at least a true #2 receiver. I'm hoping we can get somebody a little bit better. Let's go ahead and look. Chris Bell is up to a 76. I was hoping actually a little bit higher than that. That's still good progression from a 71 to a 76 in one season. Again, at bare minimum, can be a good #2 receiver for us next year. Jordan Brooks, while we gave him the big bucks, 150 total tackles. Jacob Rodriguez with 110. Chop Robinson with 10.5 sacks. We definitely take that. Braden Fisk with 9. And the young rookie Trey Moore, after the deadline, got some playing time and we traded away all of our pass rushers. He had 6 sacks. I mean, he's up to a 76 overall. He only has normal development. My God, dude, do we even need to draft a pass rusher? Okay, that definitely throws a wrench in things because, I mean, he could be a beast. Chris Johnson with 102 tackles, a half a sack, and 3 interceptions from the cornerback position. He could have won Defensive Rookie of the Year, which I guess we go ahead and check. MVP this season goes to Justin Herbert. Obviously, did not have anybody in the top 10. Dan Campbell wins Coach of the Year, but what we're worried about is Offensive Rookie of the Year, Casey Concepcion. Chris Bell in third. And honest to God, on a 2-15 win team, that's about all you can really ask for. Defensive Rookie of the Year, ooh, Chris Johnson came in fourth, Jacob Rodriguez in fifth, and Trey Moore in sixth. Dude, I mean, like, our young guys balled out. I mean, you can't argue against it. So at the end of season number 1, which obviously was stinky, team comes in as an 81 overall, 80 offense, 83 defense. And that's with a lot of the morale down. Like, typically the overall is kind of skewed because everybody's morale is up after the good year, but no, it is down. So it really might be like a true 82 overall team. Malik Willis did at least get up to 78 rated, so we'll definitely take that. Malik Washington up to a 75. Let's generate best lineups. So Chris Bell now the number 1 receiver. Caden Proctor up to an 81. Like, he's about to pass up Patrick Paul, who at least did go up to an 82. Jacob Rodriguez, man, up to an 81 rated. Bullard up to an 80. Chris Johnson up to an 84 overall. Dude, I am telling you, let's say by the end of year 3, maybe even by the end of year 2, could be a top 10 cornerback in the National Football League. Like, let me tell you, brother, I did not think you could, like, get so much optimism after a 2-win season. I'm excited about the future of this franchise. What a horrible Super Bowl. Chargers win their first ever Super Bowl in team history, but 12-10. Imagine paying like 10 grand a ticket for this. Like 4 field goals. Now, what really worries me in this game is the amount of retirements that you see every season. It's like they were supposed to fix it. Like, if a player's playing well late into their career, they're supposed to play maybe late into the 30s, at least like more likely to do so. But no, it's like if your player's over 33 years old, he's probably going to retire. Hopefully they fix that, because that's dumb when they said it was going to be the opposite. But anyways, I do need to check to see. We re-signed our punter apparently, but in terms of retirement, okay, so see what I'm saying? So we re-sign our punter, and he just immediately retires. It happens a lot. I guarantee you, like, half the players that retired this season in franchise, they probably locked in like 5-year extensions, but they're all retiring because they're like over 32, maybe over 33. Like Derrick Henry still on the top of his game. I think he ran for 1,500 yards this season. He retires. They gotta fix that, because I will say that's lame. That's one of my like biggest griping points when it comes to Madden 27 franchise. Like, every good old veteran automatically retires after the first season just because they're like a certain age. Even Andy Reid retired, which is funny because in one of the experiments I did, he coached until he was like 90, and then like in this franchise, he retires after this first season. Interesting. Now, very curious, latest mock draft again has us going with that edge rusher, which is probably just not going to happen, especially after the surgence of Trey Moore the second half of this season. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like there was any movement on the old dev trait front. Had nobody on defense go up outside of Willie Gay. He went up to a star for some reason. But before we get into free agency, a lot to take care of here. As the 5th-year option for Chop Robinson, I feel like we got to pick it up. $33 million. That's a lot of money. I probably could re-sign him for less than that. Probably shouldn't have done that. So that's unfortunate. Just definitely not going to be using my franchise tag on a kicker like that. That's just not happening. Do I re-sign my 71 overall backup left tackle? Okay, guys, you see right there, the dead money is gone. We have $173 million in cap space going into this upcoming free agency. So we're definitely going to be better going into year 2. How much better? Who knows? Now, Salyer is a good backup left tackle, so hopefully he's not going to give me any issues. There it is. I didn't want to pay a backup left tackle $6 million a season, but sometimes you got to overpay to bring somebody back to a bad squad. I wish there was like an auto decline all these contracts, because if you actually delegate, they just re-sign them every time. So it's finally time to advance into free agency prep. There's just so many glaring needs that we still have in this roster, man. Like a tight end. I mean, this guy, Kasmarek, he could be okay if he has to start. He's a 70 overall star, 2nd-year player. What a disappointment this guy's ended up being. Definitely could stand to sign ourselves a wide receiver in free agency. Defensively, we lost Willie Gay, but that's fine. He's older, regressing. We do need a Sam linebacker. I mean, I wouldn't mind like signing one more good cornerback. And like, it's not the biggest need in the world with how he played last year, but he is only normal dev, Trey Moore. So if I could get an upgrade here, that would be nice. But I do like our young defense. So here goes absolutely nothing, boys. And again, I have no idea who's even going to spawn here. Free agency frenzy. Oh, there's a lot of players. There's a lot of good players here. So obviously off the rip, like George Pickens, Sam Laporta, oh my God, Malik Willis needs targets like that. I mean, I wouldn't mind Parker Washington either. He's 25 years old, 83 overall. Like, he's kind of like a secondary option to George Pickens. Ooh, I kind of wish I would have waited, because Antonio Johnson would have been great at strong safety, but we don't need him. Kobe Durant, he's older. doesn't really fit the timeline. Oh, Akeem Ekwonu, 81 rated. I mean, I could kick him inside to guard, maybe kick Patrick Paul inside to guard since he sucks at left tackle. Gave it like 15 sacks last season. We have a lot of money to spend and a lot of options to spend it on. L'Jarius needs a superstar X factor, by the way. Would like to point that out there. Jesus, George Pickens is asking for $32 million APY. His desired bonus is $53 million. I mean, I guess I'd do it. Is this crazy? I mean, I have the money and I have to win a Super Bowl within 3 seasons. Like with the draft capital that we have and the money that we have, dude, we could turn this franchise around immediately. I'll definitely give it like 2 guaranteed years. Confirm that. We've immediately given the max offer. Did I do something wrong? Did I accidentally overpay him? It said his desired signing bonus was 53 mil, so I gave him 53 mil. Oh Lord, did I mess something up? So I guess now we move on to Sam Laporta here. See, like his desired signing bonus is 32.1 million. Like I don't know, am I supposed to like not offer that? His desired years is only 3. Hopefully I could lock him down for maybe 4. I just hate how random the initial contract offer is. Like why is his yearly salary only $4 million a season? He wanted like $30 million in a signing bonus, so I guess we give him that. And also, I don't like how the contract details don't move, so I really don't know like what the actual numbers are. But anyways, I guess this is it. He's already at 99% interest. I guess I could front load the contract since I have so much cap space and obviously not gonna be able to use it. Just like that, his interest is up to 100%. I don't know if them like being interested so fast is good for me or not. So like I'm worried because like I don't know if I should go ahead and offer Parker Washington too, because I desperately need a wide receiver out of free agency. Rather be George Pickens, rather be Parker Washington. But then it gets to the problem is like if I get both of them, like I really wanted to draft a receiver, but then like what do I do at that point? Oh, decisions. So I do think I am going to go in for an offer for Parker Washington because I got to get one of those guys. Got to. I'm going to go in with like a $20 million bonus and see what he says. 79% interest. Let's add a year to it. See what he says. 95% interest. Let's go ahead and make it another year offer. So a 5-year contract offer. Offer has been submitted. I have not had much luck in free agency at all in Madden 27. Like I've offered up to 10 free agents and only signed like 1. So we might be doing all this and just wasting our time. I legitimately have no idea. The other guy that I do want to offer is Akeem Ekwonu. Another player whose contract length he wants is 3. His total bonus that he wanted was like 25. So I think I will go ahead and I guess I'll give him that since I have the cap space. Starts at only 70% interest, unfortunately. Raise salary and bonus a little bit more. Got him up to 90%. Now up to 100. So honestly, my goal here, sign George Pickens and Sam Laporta because I overpaid big time. Again, the only thing I don't like is how like I don't know like where my offer stands. Like, do I have the best offer? Do I have the worst? All it says is like interested teams. So I don't even know if I should like go back in and offer more money or not. But regardless, if I could just get one of these receivers and Sam Laporta, I'll be happy. Like Akeem Ekwonu just kind of be like extra. Now everything will be decided by the free agency frenzy simulation. Yo! Oh, we just got George Pickens. So that's nice. That's the biggest free agent I've gotten in Madden 27 franchise yet. We paid him a lot of money, but I believe will be well worth it. He's gonna be here the rest of the rebuild. He's got a 4-year contract. We got 4 years to go. Unfortunately, though, a little disappointed in this. I don't know what else I could have done more to get Sam Laporta. I would have honestly been a little worried if we spent money on both George Pickens and Parker Washington, but no worries. He goes to New England. I mean, it wouldn't have been the worst thing in the world, but that would have been a lot of money on wide receiver. Now, did we get Ekwonu? Yes, we did. Okay, so we should also have our new starting left guard, whether we move him to left tackle or put him inside or put Patrick Paul inside. Okay, dude, I definitely can work with this. Now, is there anybody else that I want to sign? Probably not. Now, is there any tight end? I probably could use a tight end. Gesicki, Trimble, Michael Mayer, Josh Oliver, definitely not my cup of tea. Now, I'm really weak at edge rusher, unfortunately, but there's nobody I want to spend money on. I can always save that money for next free agency or for contract extensions, but we still have a draft to go, so keep that in mind. Wait, we can still bring Willie Gay back. Nobody's even offered him, and he just went up to a star. We got the contract submitted. Ooh, Cerveka Dennis. Star 27-year-old. I mean, we definitely could use inside linebacker depth. His offer submitted. Sidney Brown here just for some strong safety depth. Gosh, so crazy after all these offers, we still apparently have $130 million in cap space. Took a while with him, but finally got it to 100%. And with that, like I said, it's just a bunch of players that we kind of need for depth. We really need numbers right now. We have offers out there for Dennis, Willie Gay, Sidney Brown, and we actually got all 3 of them. What a pleasant surprise. My only regret is not offering even more money to Sam Laporta. What a difference that would have made if we signed George Pickens and Sam Laporta in the same offseason. It's telling me I should use the Bengals playbook, but I don't feel like they run the ball a lot with their quarterback. And Malik Willis has 90 speed. And I think we'll stick with the playbook that we have currently, but maybe I change mid-season if things aren't going right. But now, fellas, on to the draft. But it's like, despite the big free agency haul, there's still plenty of holes here. We are, though, after free agency, up to an 83 overall, 84 offense, 83 defense, so we've already gone up from a 77 to an 83 and still have the draft to go. Now, obviously, still looking to find a better right guard. Hopefully, there's some good tight end talent in this draft. Still wouldn't mind using my #1 draft pick on a wide receiver after trading down. Like George Pickens, Chris Bell, and a first-round pick at wide receiver, dude, and we can get to cooking with Malik Willis at quarterback. Now, defensively, like, we could just stick and pick that edge rusher. Like, I don't know if he'd be, like worth staying at #1 when we already have Trey Moore. Like, maybe we could trade down and get, like, maybe a 74, 75 rated in the second round. I mean, still could definitely use a better cornerback, and I wouldn't be opposed to, improving that safety if possible. But, like, there's honestly, on defense, not that many massive needs. I mean, maybe, again, like, edge rusher, if we don't end up re-signing Chop Robinson if he asks for too much money. But especially with the draft capital that we have, boys, I am actually so excited for this team's future. Honestly, it might get to a point where we just take best player available. Before we do get in the draft, I do want to look at the latest mock draft, which I'm assuming still has us going with that edge rusher, James Holcomb. I have to be honest with you, dude, that's just not the face of a #1 pick, in my opinion. Pretty fast, but not too strong. Block shedding's garbage. Has good finesse move, good awareness, good pursuit, but like, I don't know if that's worth a #1 pick, especially if we can get a massive haul to trade backwards. Again, I'm really looking for a wide receiver, maybe even a cornerback. You can typically find cornerback late, though. Kyle Sharpton, the #1 wide receiver on the board. Not the fastest, and definitely not the strongest either. Route running looks a little mid, actually like very mid, but he can catch the ball well. This guy flew up the draft board, Deion Simmons, 4.24. 40-yard dash. Holy crap. He's only 5'8", though, is the issue. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I like this guy the most. Ben Spann. We have him scouted, and he's a top 5 talent. And if I'm not mistaken, I didn't even see him, like, projected to be drafted in the first round. Holy crap. So we just found the best receiver in the draft. 27 reps to the bench press. By far the strongest. It's the best vertical jump. Holy crap, dude. So, yeah, we need to trade down, get as much as we possibly can, and get this guy. I'm so glad I saw that. Like, am I blind, or was he, like, just completely projected not to go in the first round, which is insane? That's crazy, dude. There's like 3 or 4 receivers projected to go above him. There's no way, like, if he's a top 5 talent, that he falls out of the first round, right? So I'm being honest with you, boys. This draft right here could completely make or break this rebuild. This could be the difference in me completing or failing this challenge and having to give away this jersey that I have on that you guys still don't know whose jersey it is. Now, obviously, we have offers coming in for this #1 pick, and I do feel like I've made my mind up. Like, I'm going to trade down because you guys already saw the receiver that I want is apparently not even projected to be drafted in the first round. Okay, so yeah, these offers are kind of crazy. So the Browns here are offering me a 2028 first, a 2029 second, a 2028 sixth, and 2029 seven, all to move down just 2 spots. And then I could probably go trade down again after that. I think I'm going to do that. Just 2 spots at a time. I would like, I'm not going to lie, I really would like to get the second round pick for this year for the Chiefs, like early on in that second round. Oh, that's tough. And you have the Raiders here offer me 3 first round picks, 2 second round picks, and a 3rd. Oh, God, dude. I'm going to take the Browns pick. I'm going to take the Browns. No, I'm taking the Chiefs. I'm taking the Chiefs pick. But again, dude, this trade is crazy. I mean, that's 2 extra first. That's 2 extra seconds and a 3rd from this year. Oh, God, dude. I think I'm going to do it. That's an insane trade. But then again, dude, this is an extra first and a second just to move back 2 spots. So you know what's funny is, like, this decision really could, like, completely change the course of this rebuild. I don't know what to do with that decision, unfortunately, so I'm gonna leave it up to this wheel. I do not want to bear the responsibility here, so I am just going to take the Chiefs offer. I don't know. Hello? Out of focus. Browns. Kind of boring, I guess. We're moving back 2 spots. I'm still going to trade down. I get an extra first. I get an extra second. And after all that, my controller disconnects. That's the most anticlimactic 35-second span of my entire life. Oh, wait, the draft board doesn't update. That's fun. What a good game. They did an update today, I thought, to fix the draft stuff. Like, I didn't pick one, but it says we picked one. That's the Brown. God, they did a freaking update today, and they said they fixed it. They didn't. Now I'm getting all confused, because now I see it says the Browns have 2 first-round picks, but they really don't. I don't even know what to say, brother. So again, of course, we have more offers coming in for the 3rd pick here. Okay, 3 first-round picks from the Texans to move back to 23. I really wanted to be able to pick up a 2nd-round pick from this year. So we move back 15 spots with the Seahawks, get a first from next year and a second from this year. Patriots offer me their entire world. 2 firsts, 3 seconds, and a 3rd. Jesus, dude. 3 first, second. It's like, it's too overstimulating here. So the Buccaneers are offering me a first, 3rd, 5, 2 7s to move back 10 spots. Honest to God, just go ahead and take the Vikings offer here. So I really want to get that 2nd-round pick from this year. Call me dumb, but I think I'm going to do it. Moving back 17 spots. Get an extra first from next year, 2nd from this year, and a 3rd from next year, and I should still be able to land my guy. If I get sniped and the mock draft was wrong, I'm gonna cry. Grown man tears. I think we're good. I think we are actually good, boys. Oh, I'm so happy. We're getting more offers coming in here. Okay, so the Texans still offer me their 2nd from next year. The Ravens offer me to move back 6 spots to get a 2nd from this year and a 4th from this year. I think I'm gonna do it. The last trade I'm going to take, and then finally select my guy. If he gets sniped, I'm going to feel so stupid. Okay, I saw a wide receiver get drafted, and I almost cried, not going to lie. But I think we're good to go, boys. I got more offers, but I'm talking about, I just set this franchise up for the next 10 years. I legitimately I think I just had the biggest finesse of all time, especially knowing that wide receiver is an absolute stud. Ben Span, a top 5 talent. I don't think he's generational or anything. He's not the fastest, but dude, him, George Pickens, and Chris Bell, if we can solidify the offensive line and find a tight end in this draft when we have 7,000 picks, we really, I don't think we're going to make the Super Bowl this year or anything. It's going to take another season or so, but we genuinely could be competitive by year 3 at this point. Now the question, is he going to be a top 3 player? Is he legitimately the 5th best player in the draft? Regardless, we just got ourselves an absolute steal at the end of the 1st round, while also compiling 3 extra firsts, the 4th best player in the entire class, and we get him at 26. Boys, I think that calls for an absolute cinema. Oh, I totally forgot. I have the 1st pick in the 2nd round as well, and I have 4 in total. Dude, I don't even know what to say. I'm kind of overwhelmed, so I don't want to mess this up. I'm gonna be honest with you. This left tackle that was at the top of my board looks insane. I mean, he's 6'8", so I would prefer not to move him to guard, but I might have to. Just play the best 5, 42 reps of the bench press. If you guys are familiar with the channel whatsoever, you know Madden 27 draft, eerily similar to last year, slight differences here and there, but when you see an offensive lineman or defensive lineman rep the bench press over 40 times, they are an absolute stud. A awareness, a pass block power, a strong boy with that 6'8" frame. Hayden Barber is going to be the selection, and hopefully get ourselves another absolute banger of a draft pick. I look happy, suit and tie and all. Okay, I will say, not much aura at all, but he comes in 13th in true value as a top half of the 1st round talent player. Got him 1st pick of the 2nd round. 94 strength, hidden dev, dude, another absolute stud. Now keep in mind, boys, I legitimately have 3 more picks in the 2nd round here. Now, I highly doubt I'm gonna keep on cooking like I have in the first 2 picks, but I do hope for at least another good value pick here. I highly doubt there's any more top half of the 1st round talent players left. I mean, we need edge, and this guy looks good. Bryce Thompson out of Texas Tech. Definitely not the fastest, but another really strong boy. And again, high 30s, bench press, probably gonna be pretty high overall. I mean, B awareness, A play rec, A tackle. I think this is about to be another stud. I don't know if he's gonna be a 1st round talent, but for edge at this point in the draft, I think it's gonna be good. Again, aura through the roof. Come on, give me another juicy overall here, another hidden dev player. 45 in true value. So again, not first round talent for the first time today, but a good value pick. Does come in hidden dev. He's really slow, 70 speed, but we can work with that. Still 2 more picks to go here, which is just absolutely insane. Guys, I'm not drafting them just yet, but you know how I told you I needed a tight end? I just looked at every single one of them. This guy's projected to go on day 3. We don't have him scouted all the way to 60%, but he looks like one of the best pass catching tight end prospects I've seen in a long time. A awareness, A catching traffic, A catching, even with B pass block, A spec catch. Dude, he's got to be one of the best. He's got to be the best tight end prospect in the draft. He's not big, though. That's the problem. He's young, 6'2", 260. But you saw he had B pass block. I'm not going to draft him just yet because I have plenty of third-round picks. But I keep my eye on this guy, Percy Sample. I mean, you got this guy, Lamar Pierce, who was projected first to second-round talent. He's the fastest tight end in the draft. But it's like, he's not that much better than the other guy. And he's projected to go into, like, day 3. I can just wait on tight end. They'll probably be similar overall. And just use this pick in a different position of need. Now, I definitely could use Sam linebacker depth. Unfortunately, this guy's 5'11", 230, already 24 years old. But I mean, he's got good coverage, actually really good coverage, decent hit power. But I'll take the pick. I mean, all we need him to be is like a 72 overall, and he'd probably start for us right away. He's gonna come in. Ooh, I feel like I was due. I feel like I was due for that. Yeah, normal dev, dude, absolute stinker. Now, for my last pick in the second round, before we have multiple more picks in the third round, Christopher Richardson here. Guard, 6'6". I know we already got a 6'8" left tackle, but again, 41 reps at the bench press at his college pro day. A lead block, A run block power, B pass block. This should be an incredible value pick at the end of the second round. He's gonna come in 38th in true value, back on track. Got him at 58. Comes in hidden dev as well, 93 strength, an absolute stud. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I have the first pick in the third round, and I already forgot how many picks I have. Only 2. I might go ahead and take that tight end. Like, I need tight end bad, unless the one tight end is still available. I doubt it. No, it's Oscar Porter. I mean, look at the guy. He has A awareness, A. I got to do it. I have to do it. Percy Sample. I hope. Surely. He can't be bad. He cannot. Look at his ratings. Unless, like, his run blocking is literally F. He's got to be at least a top 5 tight end in this entire class. Come on now. This could literally make or break this rebuild, because like the one position that we're missing on offense is tight end at this point. We have a young guy, he's like a 70 overall, so as long as he is high overall than that, we should be golden. Not gonna lie, he has one of the old generic faces, so he might be a stinker. Just kidding, fellas. We got ourselves a first round talent at the start of the third round. A guy that's projected to go in the third round as we continue to cook up one of the best drafts probably you've seen on Madden 27. Hidden dev as well, 85 speed, 86 change of direction. Can't see the other ratings because of freaking things in the way. Even 77 strength is not bad at all for somebody who's only 6'2" and a vertical threat. But I think it's safe to say that Malik Willis just found himself a safety blanket at tight end for this season. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, the more and more I pick here, the more and more excited I'm getting for season number 2, man. We might not make the playoffs, but we're going to be an exciting team. Now, the one position that I actually haven't looked at that I probably should have is cornerback. I desperately need a good number 3 corner. Ooh, Geathers here looks good. I mean, he's got B man, B zone, B play rec, B press. I mean, again, another day 3 projected player. 6'2", good size out of Minnesota. Tommy Geathers, come on, we need another banger. We need an absolute banger here to set up this franchise. Cornerback right now is the only position I can really think that we have a glaring need at. Come on, give me at least a second round talent here and I will be A-okay. He looks like an absolute dog, dude. There's just no way. Oh, talk about absolute cinema. No! See what I was saying? A minute ago, I mentioned it. Oh, that's the worry, man. Sometimes it's just way too good to be true. How do you come in as a top 10 player in the draft and only have normal development? I know it's still an incredible pick, but this had opportunity to be generational. It's just like no matter what his overall is going to be, he's just not going to progress. He's not going to progress. But again, I'm happy with it. It just is not the absolute cinema that I thought it was going to be, but still, it's still good. I'm not going to lie, I might be at the point where I start to actually trade away for next year's picks. I always always could try to find yourself a good defensive tackle at this point in the draft. Blackwell looks like he's okay. I mean, nothing under a C. At this point in the draft, why not take a flyer on him? 122 entry value, got him at 97. Normal dev. He's fast, though, so at least brings a different element than what we currently have at defensive tackle. We are getting some offers here, which I might be interested in. The Falcons offer me a Wade in the Future 4, next year 5, next year 7. Let's just keep on accumulating picks. They can maybe help us in the trade at the start of next year, because I really don't even know like what else we need at this point. So I do have this wide receiver here scouted, Justin Colvin. He's not going to be incredible or anything, but I still think like around 3 to 4 talent in round 5 is not bad when you know for sure. I mean, nothing too great, but we can continue to add to our wide receiver room. Justin's going to be the pick, and he's going to come in 101 true value. Doesn't have hidden dev though, so he's just going to kind of be a filler. Trading back. I'll take a future 5 and 6 from the Packers. So I do need quarterback depth. I think I only have Malik Willis and Quinn Ewers, so I was going to draft somebody. They all suck. That's just the truth of the matter. Like Tyquan Rodriguez, Conrad Gilmore, Bryce Freeman, who has B awareness. This guy definitely has the most arm talent. Oh God, Conrad, I'm taking you. Just like, don't be the worst player in the draft. Gonna be 255, got him at 213, so not too great. But I'm actually so excited, dude. That's actually, like, I don't know if I'll be able to top that draft this entire year. We'll say I got a little lucky knowing that wide receiver was so good. I was able to trade down, accumulate so many draft picks, but like we hit on pick after pick after pick with a few stinkers thrown in there. But I'm so excited to see what those overalls are. Draft recap. So the wide receiver, 79. Left tackle, 77. The edge, 74. Sam was a stinker. 74 right guard. Percy Sample comes into the 76, and you best believe he is starting day 1. And Tommy Gathers, man, imagine he had hidden dev. 78 overall. I mean, he's still gonna start for us, but I gotta see how fast he can progress with that normal dev. I mean, even that wide receiver was pretty good in the 5th round, but oh my God, dude, a generational draft. Now, if you're new to Madden 27 franchise, the trend is like cornerbacks is extremely deep. I got really lucky with the Gathers pick. Oh, there's a good safety that I probably could have used. Daniel Johnson, 76 overall. Really good talent. 76 overall, strong safety. Man, kind of wish I would have saw that. See, there's just like so many good cornerbacks in this class. Luckily though, I got one of the best. There's just like no good undrafted free agents, so I'm just not going to offer any of them. Very, very rarely are the undrafted free agents worth your time. But finally, into year 2, boys, and let me tell you, I'm excited to look at this lineup here. Brother, we start the season as an 84 overall team with an 85 offense and 83 defense. George Pickens at the 1. Our first round draft pick Span at the 2. Chris Bell at the 3. And that new rookie tight end, man, actually really excited to see what he can do this first season. Now, we currently have that like day 2 guard that we drafted, starting at right guard, but I feel like I probably just need to go ahead and convert this tackle over. I know not ideal with him being 6'8" and all, but he comes in as a 77 overall, obviously going to start. But the good news is, like, with that guard behind him, he can develop and maybe eventually take over somebody else's spot. And defensively, boys, the biggest question is the pass rush. I didn't really invest too heavy at edge just because Trey Moore had an incredible second half of the season. So it does look like he's going to have a season to start for us. But if it doesn't go well, we go into another offseason with some big free agents on the board. You best believe I'm going to be offering some big money. Well, it looks like Patrick Paul is already ready to negotiate. It's like, how much money am I realistically going to give to somebody that I probably could replace in free agency with somebody better? Maybe even in the draft? I mean, I'm not going to go in with anything like way too crazy, and his interest is only 14%. This is probably going to be a long negotiation period, unfortunately. Yep, out of patience already. Now, headed into the second season, it's all about quarterback Malik Willis here. Again, we are stuck with him the duration of this rebuild. He's up to a 78 overall scrambler, 74 overall improviser. He has no excuses now. His weapons are incredible, mostly young weapons that will progress throughout this rebuild as well. Definitely need a bigger year than last year, although again, he wasn't terrible. I do feel like if we lock him down long term, we probably could actually get him for a little bit cheaper than $26 million a season, which hopefully we can actually get him locked down before his overall goes up anymore, which unfortunately I feel like he's about to be an 80 here very soon. Desperately need to get gold here, just in the off chance he can get that dev trait upgraded to star. Oh, God. Oh, we got gold. 21,000 points. Come on. A star development increase here would make a world of difference. It's like so random, though, and it takes a lot of luck. I need some luck in my life right now. No, we get 2 skill points, 4,000 XP, which unfortunately, we don't get that extra third upgrade this season, but I will definitely take Malik Willis all the way up to an 80 overall. You got to keep in mind as well, too, he's 28 years old, so probably still has like 2 more seasons where he's going to progress. I don't know if we'll be able to hit the like 85 overall mark that I was really hoping for, but as long as we can keep improving the team around him, I still feel like we can win a Super Bowl eventually. Unfortunately, still couldn't get gold with Achane, even though it's the easiest drill. I guess I'm just a moron, but at least we still got him an extra skill point. So we started cooking a little bit in the drills, boys. Gold after gold after gold, but unfortunately this time around got no dev trade increases. Oh, and hit Caden Proctor up to an 83 overall. And after that, everybody auto upgrades as Achane up to 92, Span all the way up to an 81 overall as a rookie who's not even played a preseason game yet. Trey Moore up to a 78, Rodriguez up to 82, and Chris Johnson up to an 85. And with him being a superstar, like, there's a legitimate chance he could be pushing 90 by the end of this season, which means headed into year 2 here, fellas, we have officially built an 85 overall team with an 87 offense and 83 defense. Like, that's typically a playoff caliber team, boys. Now, the only issue, unfortunately, though, that we're in a really, really tough division. But if anything, boys, I definitely think this year should be a little bit more successful than last. Still do have a few things to take care of, though, before we get out of the preseason. Mainly here, the Patrick Paul contract. I just want to get it over with. Like, he's not asking for like $100 million or anything. Oh, God, it might not even get done this week. Let's publicly reaffirm our commitment to Patrick, even though I actually don't feel that committed to him. I don't even know if I really want him back. Let's just say we're building this around you. For not, you're like arguably our worst offensive lineman, up to 100%, and he signs. Again, I feel like that's actually pretty cheap for a half-decent offensive tackle. Now, unfortunately, for the second consecutive preseason, we go 0-3, which means my preseason record as head coach now is 0-6. You saw what an 0-3 preseason record got us last year. Preseason's the preseason, though. There's just no way, no shot that we win only 2 games again this season. If we don't win at least, I say, 9 games, I'm gonna be sad. I'm gonna be disappointed. We don't even really have to worry about expiring contracts this year, as honestly could care less if any of these guys end up coming back. So last season, week 1, we played the Raiders and lost. About the same skill this time around against the Jets, away from home, Monday night prime time. What a horrible viewing experience for the people out there. Dolphins versus Jets. I think these two teams had a combined like 4 wins, 5 wins last season. Anyways, at least we're much improved. I don't know about the Jets, but let's at least start off this season with a dub. I'm gonna be honest with you, if we do lose this game, I'm gonna be a little worried for this season. Oh, I'm so happy, dude. We have already gotten half of our win total from a season ago. I don't think you understand how happy that makes me. Just want to see who did the good things. 434 yards of offense. We had 211 yards on the ground. Malik Willis, dude, that's like a 4th amount of touchdowns he threw last season total in 1 game. On the ground, we had Malik Willis with 95 yards himself, 72 yards from Achane, 47 yards from Ollie Gordon. George Pickens with a first game. Ben Span with a touchdown in his debut. Touchdown from Chris Bell. Quiet performance from the young rookie tight end, but what a start to this season, boys. So again, this season, going to advance to the trade deadline, where I don't think I'm going to make any moves. We're 4-3, week 8. Let's go ahead and actually advance to the trade deadline. Just lost to the Jags last week. If we win, we'll be 5-3 on the year. If we lose, we'll be 500, which, of course, we lost. We had 2 wins the entirety of last season. We've already doubled that just halfway through the season, which, to be fair, we're literally just like a game and a half out of the division lead, and only a game out of the wild card spot. Oh, wow. I told you guys, you have some absolute bangers go down in terms of trades and franchise now. Ted McMillan to the Texans for Jalen Petrie in a 5th round pick. What are we doing, Carolina? Like, what are we actually doing? So I suppose we'll never see the Panthers win the Super Bowl today. By far, by far, the craziest trade of the season. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Caleb Johnson to the Saints. Common guy to the Steelers. Go figure. At this point, though, boys, let's just go ahead and sim to the playoffs. I'm not going to make any moves here. Like, I feel like year 3 is going to be our year to genuinely compete. Again, might make a wild card spot here. I don't expect to actually, like, do anything with it if we make it there. We still have a ton of picks upcoming in the draft. Have a ton of money to spend in free agency. I'm excited to see, like, we've already built a really good team. I'm excited to see what we can do with one more offseason and maybe even have a team that's pushing a 90 overall squad at that point. Guys, we only won 1 game the rest of the year. So that's unfortunate. Don't know how that happened. I'm a little sad. A little sad. So we had the worst record in the AFC somehow. Did we get the #1 pick again? Imagine the scenes if that happens again. The second pick in the draft. That's actually hilarious. What actually happened? I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little upset. We legitimately lost 6 games in a row in the middle of the season. Beat the Jets, then lost 4 more in a row. How does that happen? We literally won one game since week 7. Hold on, dude. Somebody's got to do some explaining, man. Almost had the worst offense in football. How does that even happen? Defensively, we were the worst. Brother, that doesn't even make sense. It wasn't even Malik Willis's fault. I mean, he had a really good year. 3,600 yards, 30 touchdowns, only 8 picks on the ground. We weren't even bad either. How is this the worst offense in football? Dude, I am so confused. Good year from George Pickens. Really good year from our rookie receiver. Even Percy Sample was good. Chris Bell, really good as well. That rhymed unintentionally. Oh, brother, Patrick Paul, 16 sacks allowed. A little disappointed in Caden Proctor as well. Dude, I don't know what to do, boys. Jacob Rodriguez, 164 total tackles. I think it was that pass rush, boys. We didn't have anybody with over 7.5 sacks. Trey Moore had more sacks in the second half of last season than he had this year in 17 games. So I don't know what in the world happened there. Brother, we are an 88 overall team. There is no reason at all that we should have finished 5-12 with 1 win the last 3 months of the season. I mean, if we look at the offense, Malik Willis up to an 81, A-Chain up to a 94. I mean, our young rookie wide receiver, he's up to an 85. A little disappointed in Sample, he's only up to a 78. Chris Bell up to a 78. Caden Proctor up to an 85. There's just, again, no reason at all this team should have only won 5 games. Okay, Jacob Rodriguez is an X factor. That happened out of nowhere. Chris Johnson up to an 88. Trey Moore up to a 79. Braden Fisk, Kenneth Grant, both at 83s, as is Chop Robinson. I really do hope one more good offseason can get this team over the hump because they're just too talented to not be making the playoffs. I really do wonder and worry that is Malik Willis. I don't know if he doesn't fit this offense or something. He's at 81 overall. That's not bad. Oh, and the problem is he's 28 going on 29, so he only has 1 or 2 more seasons to progress at quarterback, so I really don't know if we'll get to that 85 or 80. Underwhelmed, boys. My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. Now, if you're curious, which I'm really not, Joe Burrow wins MVP, Sam Darnold in 2nd, Shedeur Sanders in 3rd. Malik Willis came in 9th. He came in 9th for MVP. Geathers did at least come in 4th for Defensive Rookie of the Year. We had our young receiver, he came in 3rd, and Sample came in 8th. What Geathers get up to? He got up to an 81 overall. I mean, if he had that hidden deb, it'd probably be 83, 84. It's all right. Again, we're a year too early. Let's just think in increments. Went from 2 wins to 5 wins. If we double our win total again, it'll be 10 next year. I'm being delusional, man. I feel like this franchise is cursed. Year 2 Super Bowl champion. Obviously, not us. Okay, the Chargers for a 2nd straight season. At least more interesting than year number 1, the Super Bowl. All right, did we get any dev trait increases or anything? Offensively, unfortunately not. Defensively, apparently Thompson here is a superstar. He barely even played as a rookie. So that complicates things even further. Because it's do I let the superstar youngster play when pass rush is one of our biggest team needs? Or do I see what's in free agency and just spend a ton of money if the opportunity presents itself? I don't know, dude. I just don't feel like we're that bad. I mean, we go into the offseason with the 87 overall team, 89 offense, 85 defense. Next year's gonna be our year, I promise. At least to finally make the playoffs. A lot of stuff going on here. Although none of it's really that important. Kenneth Grant's 5th-year option, which I do suppose we need to pick that up. Just not franchise tagging Jalen Wright. It's just not happening. Very curious how much money we're gonna have to spend in free agency here. Ooh, Cook wants a new contract. We have $124 million in cap space. Now I wonder, it disappeared. I just disappeared. I wanted to go back and see something. It disappeared. Poor George Haloney just retired after 4 years. That's interesting. Look at these contracts that the 49ers just gave out. My God, dude. That's a combined 18 years worth of contracts between 3 players and about $570-80 million. I cannot even begin to describe to you guys how important free agency is about to be for us. I just needed to be good free agents. Cooper DeJean, Zach Bond, Quinn Williams, Nico Collins, Denzel Ward. No premier pass rushers outside of Nolan Smith, who I wouldn't complain, He's 27, so he still progressed for about 3 seasons or so. Ooh, the Texans didn't re-sign CJ Stroud. That's interesting. Unfortunately, again, I'm locked in with Malik Willis till the end of this rebuild. Now, Armarius Sims would be interesting. 25 years old, 83 overall. But again, we have Patrick Paul, we have Caden Proctor, so that would again would just be a waste of money. Dude, the Texans lost everybody. I could also go after Cooper DeJean. I mean, we would have Chris Johnson, Cooper DeJean. We'd have the rookie that we drafted last year. Again, I might as well use my money while I have the opportunity. I mean, he's asking for a $48 million bonus, $25 million per season, which is, that's nuts. We will, though, go in with that just insane bonus. Guarantee like 3 of these years and up the salary. I don't know, like 12 million. See what he says? 81% interest, 88%, but his patience went down quite drastically. Let's add a year and reduce the salary a little bit. I don't know if he wants that. 94%. Screw it, dude. Reduce the salary again. Add another year. Come on. 100%. Cooper DeJean has taken our offer. It'd be a lot more exciting if he accepted the offer there, but it's gonna. I just don't trust the fact that we're gonna be able to sign him, unfortunately. Now, Nolan Smith, we gotta do it, boys. We have absolutely got to lock him down. This could be our difference in actually winning the Super Bowl in the next couple seasons. Dude, he wanted like $33 million in a total bonus, so I will go ahead. Actually, give him $34 million. Up the salary to like 18 mil, 2 guaranteed years. See what he says? 93% interest. Let's front load his salary, see if he likes that. 100% offer, let's go. I'm assuming the quicker they accept or take your offer, like the better it is, more like of a chance they actually sign with you. Now, another player I am interested in is Javon Holland. You just saw Cook, he needs a contract extension and it just like disappeared. So wouldn't mind actually using him as trade bait and bringing in Holland. He's 28. You had a Holland a few months ago perform really well on the world stage. Maybe this Holland will perform well in the American football world and help us win a Super Bowl. God, he wants a $26 million bonus at free safety, which I feel like that's a little egregious. But I will do it because I am desperate. Now, I will say the Giants do have a transition tag on them, so they can match the offer. 76% interest. I'll add a little $2 million to the bonus. Add an extra year to the deal. And our offer, just like that, out on Javon Holland. And even though I still have like a lot of money, I think I'm going to stop there because like if we don't win the Super Bowl this next year, which is highly unlikely, like we're going to start getting some cap situation problems, especially like having to give Malik Willis a new contract extension. A lot of players are going to have to give extensions out to this next season. And again, I know it's not likely that I sign all 3 of these guys. More than likely I had to sign one, if that. Most importantly, again, Nolan Smith here. Again, all up to the free agency frenzy gods. Oh no, missed out on Cooper DeJean. Zach Bond to the Broncos. Quinn Williams hasn't signed yet. Nico to the Jags. Denzel Ward to the Seahawks. Oh no, Jalen Waddle hasn't signed. Nolan Smith to the Saints. We got Javon Holland. That definitely stings. God, we needed him so bad. I mean, we can still go after Jalen Waddle, but I feel like that's just a waste of money, especially considering he wants 3 years. Like Quinn Williams, he wants like just a year. We have like a lot of defensive tackle depth, so it like kind of just feels pointless. But like I have the money to spend. I really just want to give ourselves like the best chance to possibly win this next season, since we've won a total of 7 games in the last 5 hours of my life. And immediately he takes the offer and he goes to the Seahawks. They didn't even say they were like offering for him, dude. Okay, so this has been a disaster. Apparently, we own the number 1, number 2, and number 7 picks in the upcoming NFL draft. Remember when I traded down a billion times last year? So apparently one of those picks was pick number 1. Our pick is 2, and the other pick was 7. Not to mention an extra 3, a bunch of 5s, a bunch of 6. The amount of damage that we could do. We're kind of on a timeline here, boys. I have 3 more seasons to win a Super Bowl. That means that I can't really wait that long for these youngsters to progress. I want to keep one of these picks, but to get ourselves a premier pass rusher for this upcoming season, I would be willing to use this number 1 pick, and you know that is powerful. Now, quickly, before I jump into anything, I do want to look at the mock draft and like see kind of what we're looking at. That is actually so funny, dude. So there's an edge rusher that looks pretty good. There's a quarterback, Bradley Howard, that looks good. But again, we're stuck with Malik Willis. A bunch of wide receivers. Okay, so apparently the mock draft has us taking 2 quarterbacks in the top 7. Good game. Very good game. God, this guy is 6'1", 257. Didn't even like, combine hasn't happened yet. His skills look okay. Like, that doesn't even look that good. A finesse move, C power, C block shed, B, dude, no. If I can trade away away the number 1 pick right now and get something pretty good for it, I'm going to do it. So pick 1, we'll get offers. We are being offered Jalen Johnson and 3 first-round picks. That's that. Okay, hold on a second, dude. The number 1 pick definitely has more power this year than ever before. I gotta check my settings really fast. No, trade difficulties on normal. That's hilarious, actually. We are about to make one of the biggest blockbuster trades in NFL history. And again, like, I have so many late picks that we can throw in here that I really don't want to keep. And, like, I could get a big deal and then still trade back in the first round for some other future first-round picks. I might even get some future first-round picks in this trade alone. Jalen Johnson and 3 future firsts is insane, I feel like. That's crazy. Pat Surtain and 2 future firsts. What are we doing? Casey Concepcion and 2 future... Dude, this is a little crazy. Trey McBride in a first-round pick from this year. CeeDee Lamb to move down 7 spots. David Bailey to move down 4 spots. You just saw that the trade difficulty is on normal. Brother, we can get Chris Olave to move back 3 spots, Derek Stingley Jr., Jeff Simmons, Justin Jefferson, and an extra first. Dude, what in the world? Brock Bowers, an extra first. No, I know what we are doing right here, right now. David Bailey, while he is still on his rookie contract. Again, we're going to year 3, so I still should have him, if I count his 5th-year option, for the entirety of this rebuild. And again, not to mention, brother, we're only moving back 4 spots here, while also acquiring a future 3rd, a future 6, and a future 7. This is insane. Throwing a Tyreek Stevenson for D'Angelo Pond swap, submit it through. Oh my, I'm telling you right now, this is one of the most insane trades I have ever completed in a rebuild in my history. The number 1 pick this year holds so much weight, and I feel like maybe a little bit too much weight. I mean, like, you think this was literally a trade back. 4 picks. And I'll tell you right now, boys, I'm gonna keep on going. So like you see in your rebuilds, the power of accumulating future first-round picks. We did get a little lucky that one of those picks we got last year ended up being the first pick. I didn't even notice. I legitimately didn't even know until I just clicked. But now, what can we get for that 5th pick in the draft? The Bears don't want Jalen Johnson for some reason. We could get Casey Concepcion, and we'll have him for the duration of the rebuild. Jeremiah Love, who is only 23 years old. Garrett Wilson, that's way too much money right now. They're throwing away Chris Olave. Justin Jefferson's cap hit is $65 million, by the way, so I'm not doing that. It's just not going to be doing that. What if I throw in like a ton of these day 3 picks that I just don't want? Still Jalen Johnson, Dexter Lawrence, again, Casey Concepcion, Jeremiah Love, and a first-round pick from next year. Let me like do a manual trade. Let me figure out what we legitimately need here. I could go ahead and get rid of Brian Cook since he's probably not going to sign a contract extension. We can use Chop Robinson in a trade here. Like maybe we use that 5th pick, throw in Chop Robinson, and get 2 of the premier pass rushers in football. Who that is, I don't know. So I feel like our best bet right now is probably Ruben Bain. Now, the problem is they can't afford Chop Robinson's contract. Oh, why can't they afford to trade away Ruben Bain? Oh, that's not good. That is not good. I might have to take on K. Otton's contract and somebody else. Genuinely not a clue. Not a clue if this is going to be accepted. I'm going to try, though. The trade was accepted. This is crazy. The power and draft picks in this game are nuts. Ruben Bain, K. Otton, Braswell, and again, like there's conspiracy theorists. There are conspiracy theorists in the comments. We're not even going to cut. We're just going to go straight to where is it? Hello? There it is. Trade difficulty. Normal. Just wild. And guys, keep in mind, I still have pick number 2 and pick number 7. And I still have multiple players now that I want to trade away. Like now, might as well go ahead and get rid of Chop Robinson. Go ahead, get rid of Brian Cook. K. Otton, obviously, so go ahead and get rid of him too. Let's see if anybody is going to give me a decent offer. Devin Bush is interesting. Jerry Jeudy. Walter Nolan. Ooh. Omar Cooper. DK Metcalf, who has a $40 million cap hit, by the way. Walter Nolan is a little enticing. Or maybe we get Omar Cooper and he starts above Chris Bell. I just didn't think we were going to get to this point in the rebuild, so I'm kind of like lost for words. I really don't know what to do at this point. I mean, I feel like it needs to be Omar Cooper, right? Like 3 guys that on expiring contracts we're not going to bring back. Give Malik Willis the best wide receiver room physically possible. Chris Bell will still get playing time. We have 4 receivers receivers actually catch the football, which is on normal in Madden simulation. I think I'm going to do this. Omar Cooper, welcome to Miami, pal. George Pickens, Ben Spann, and Omar Cooper, Chris Bell in the same receiver room. Insanity. And now I'm sitting here wondering, since I have the cap space now, like, do I go ahead and take the huge cap penalty on Patrick Paul and try to upgrade like him to a better left tackle? Because he's like by far been the weakness of this entire offense, I feel like. I just genuinely cannot believe we have David Bailey, Braden Fisk, Kenneth Grant, and Ruben Bain alongside the same defensive line. That's crazy. How we got here, I don't know, but you guys today are witnessing the power of draft picks. I mean, I have so many future picks that I can use, dude. This is insane. But it's like at this point, I feel like my brain has been completely remapped to where like what I thought was possible before was impossible, and what's impossible is now possible. Like we're just living in a completely different universe right now. Paris Johnson, maybe? He's on a 5-year contract. They barely can afford it. Let's try it, I suppose. This is nuts. This is like really taking a turn that I've never seen in a rebuild ever. I have to say the trade logic in this year's Madden 27, it's taken the biggest turn and the biggest change from one Madden to the next I think I've ever seen ever. I know like they wanted to give more weight to draft picks, but we are learning together in real time that weight they added to draft picks is quite heavy. Quite heavy. And yet, so yeah, I know we missed out in free agency frenzy on quite a bit, but we should be fine. We have a 90 overall team with a 91 offense and 89 defense now. Omar Cooper comes to join us, and he immediately gets himself an upgrade. Gonna go up one more overall at the age of 24. And a lot of the guys we just got, like they're on rookie contracts, so they're like gonna be cheap. So like, even if we don't win the Super Bowl this next season, which I don't think we will, considering we've won a max of 5 games so far, but like even if we don't, we should still have a ton of money to spend in free agency next offseason. Apparently, Omar Cooper immediately wants to try to go after a contract extension, which I have no idea what he wants. Starts with 57% interest. I mean, we can lock him down long-term with George Pickens, with Chris Bell, with our young wide receiver that played pretty well in his rookie season. There's no chance that Malik Willis can fail. Up to 70%. Add a year, reduce the salary a little bit. Add another year, make it a 5-year contract. Do we keep reducing the salary? It won't let me add any money. It's just like adding years. I've got 88%, 13% patience. Dude, every option for the last like 3 turns has been reduced to salary. Wait, what do you mean? The players reached maximum interest in your offer. He is on my team. They are currently evaluating other teams and will choose the best deal. He's on my team. All right, we got to get out of free agency frenzy, man. We got to get out of this, dude. This is ruining my life. Okay, a lot of players want contract extensions now. So apparently when you trade for a player, they immediately want to be locked in long term. But did Omar Cooper at least resign? No, apparently not. So that's great. There we go. Now he's signed. All I had to do is go back to his profile, and there it is. 6-year contract, and it's honestly not even that expensive. But plenty of players now want to negotiate new extensions. Ruben Bain at the age of 23 wants a contract extension, 3 years. I mean, I feel like that's fair for how good he's going to be by the time his rookie deal's over with. And keep in mind, this was just add on to his rookie deal. 3 years, 2 years of those guaranteed, up to 61% interest. Gotta get him locked down. Almost there, boys. Ruben Bain, gonna be a Dolphin, probably for life. Now I suppose time to lock down David Bailey here. Well, he didn't make that easy on me. Hopefully we can lock down D'Angelo Pons long term. 99%. It kept giving me the same exact options to reduce the salary but add a year. We're up to an 8-year contract extension, and he signs. This is just turned into a whole other world. Legitimately feel like I've just entered a different timeline the last 45 minutes of my life. Okay, that's it, I guess. That is the contract extensions now done for every player we just acquired in a random trade that just spawned out of nowhere. Oh, I forgot. I still got to get rid of this guy. Who is the highest rated Sam linebacker at this point? Okay, this guy from my Titans, Devion Clifford, superstar, 75 overall. About halfway to being accepted for really getting Chris Braswell. Again, got a ton of draft picks. If I can get myself a young Sam linebacker and fill that gap, I mean, genuinely, I don't even know. A 3rd round pick. Trades accepted. Could have maybe got away with the 4th. I don't know. I guess I'm still learning this game. I don't know what just happened. That literally was just the most unexpected thing I think to ever happen to rebuild ever. We're going to go ahead and advance to the draft and try to figure out what to do. I think we learned the meta is to trade back in the draft. I feel like we just got so lucky, though, like spawning those extra top 10 picks. If Malik Willis cannot win with this team, don't even have to win the Super Bowl yet. You know, just make the playoffs. If he cannot make the playoffs with this team, I think we might be screwed, honestly. I genuinely don't know what the plan is here, but I'm gonna jump right into it. I probably should have looked at the mock draft, huh? Let's just pause the draft here. Jets got this pick by trading me David Bailey. So the mock draft has a wide receiver going number 1. Again, has us going edge rusher, then quarterback with the 7th pick, which again, we're not doing. So wide receiver does go number 1. Now, what offers are we getting again? Like 3 first-round picks from the Bears, like multiple seconds. So the Saints offering us to move back 2 spots, pick up an extra second, 2 5s. But I think I'm at the point, boys, where I just want to stack first. Like the 49ers here, dude, to move back 10 spots, 2 extra first. I'm doing it. I'm just stacking, boys. We continue to stack. And I don't even know if I'm going to pick here either, if we're being honest. Moving back 8 spots to pick up a 2030 first, a 2030 fourth, and a 2029 seventh. Don't mind if I do, which I totally forgot that I had the 12th pick here because the draft board is completely messed up. Actually, I forgot I have the 12th pick and the 15th pick. Don't need a quarterback. His left tackle looks good. I mean, I'd probably just go best player available. Colt Scioli. Pretty agile. I mean, good impact block, good pass block power. Oh, this left tackle actually looks pretty good too. Tom Franklin looks better than the other left tackle that we scouted. A awareness, A impact block. One of the strongest. Oh, 40 reps of the bench press. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Tom Franklin going to come in as 10th in true value. Got him at 12. Hidden development. I still have another first round pick here. I don't know what to do. I guess I'm just gonna continue to trade down. I don't know. Again, I know I don't need edge rusher, but Chad Rayburn looks pretty good here. Strong boy. Oh, 40 in true value. Got him at 31. Does have a hidden dev. Not the fastest, but another strong edge rusher added to the roster. I guess in the NFL, you can't have too many good edge rushers. I remember last draft had so many good safeties. Now I'm gonna sit here and see if I can find one that I think looks good, which honestly, I was kind of looking at Tony Griffin, but all of a sudden, Jonathan Griffin stands out. He's a scheme fit, probably the most athletic safety of the entire combine. A awareness, B zone, B tackle, B play rec. Definitely better than the guys above him at free safety, but the only thing is to go after Chad Palmer here. Chad Palmer is the other option. Not as fast, but probably one of the most athletic strong safeties. Good hit power, but I think it's obvious. Jonathan Griffin is going to be the pick here, and he is going to come in as the 16th best player in the entire draft. I'll tell you, I didn't expect that. I expected maybe first round talent, but not 16th. Hidden dev, 89 speed. We just keep racking up talent, boys. Now, I don't know, though, if I'm going to be able to continue to do that here in the 4th round. You can look for defensive tackle. Wyatt Merritt just stands out immediately. 37 reps of the bench press. Literally, he's the first person I looked at. A awareness, B finesse move, B power move. Let's do it. Who else am I going to take here at this point? He's going to come in 50 in true values. That easy. It's literally that easy. It took me 2 seconds. Normal dev, though. But again, just about adding depth right now. I will say all the corners look like they suck. Oh, this guy, he's not the fastest, but he's kind of strong. A tackle, B man. Just looking for traits at this point. Troy Cunningham, 59 in true value. That's still a good pick. I mean, normal dev, but that took me 2 seconds. 2 seconds to find him. I just want to take a shot in the dark on this guy, Corey Lumen. Ran a 4.38. He's the fastest player left in the draft. I'm gonna be completely honest, his stuff is terrible. Okay, that's bad. That's my worst pick of the entire video. Give me Charles Elam here. Another quarterback. Hopefully can be a good depth piece. He's 236 in true value. So these day 3 picks for the most. He has hidden dev though. Okay. About to say, day 3 picks been kind of stinky, but I feel like this was fine considering he has hidden dev. I'm gonna take a punter just for the heck of it. Easton Fullerton. Gonna come in, 53 in true value. Got him at 207. All I had to do is look at his awareness, look at his kick accuracy. 93 kick power. Has normal dev, but possibly could be a long-term starter at punter. I'm not even I don't even know how to put it into words. Might be one of the craziest off seasons of any rebuild I've ever done in the history of my channel. Completely unexpected. We're learning about the trading in real time together. Now, again, none of these undrafted free agents I care about, so I'm probably just gonna not even pay attention. Draft recap, boys. Tom Franklin, a 77, a 74, a 76, a 74, a 73, and that punter we got in the 7th round was a 73 as well. Back-to-back literal generational draft classes, boys. And what's so funny about all that is I'm not even trolling you. These 2 picks, I literally just took them off a whim. I just saw saw like a few attributes that looked good from the trends of drafts that I've done in my life, and they're 74 and 73 rated in the 4th and 5th round. Honest to God, like that's the most proud I am on any of the draft picks I've done today. Oh no, that left guard that I was looking at earlier, I almost drafted him, and he came in, I think, as the highest overall player in the entire draft. And I'm not gonna lie to you, he didn't even look that good. He looked okay, but I didn't think he'd be at 82 rated, so kind of wish to go back and taking him. But going into year 3, fellas, I think this team's gonna be all right. Believe it or not. 90 rated, 91 offense, 89 defense after the craziest offseason in rebuild history. It all comes down to Malik Willis, man. We need you to lock the frick in, as we also need you to lock down a long-term contract extension. He hasn't had an extension pop up yet. He's in the last year of his contract. I don't think he's really going to ask for too much. And the good news keeps on rolling in as we get more upgrades from training camp. Our young rookie tight end actually got 3 upgrade points. Malik Willis, though, finally, with these upgrades, will be all the way up to an 85 with a morale boost, which I believe brings him to a legitimate 84 overall scrambler. Now, our second-year tight end now up to an 81. Devon A-Chain up to a 95. Dude, this team is just way too good. This team is way too good not to make the playoffs this season. If not good enough to just go ahead and win the Super Bowl. Now, I do want to take it slow here because I need Malik Willis's contract extension to spawn. And hold on a second, the curse has been broken, as this might actually be our season, boys, because we actually won a couple of preseason games. Yeah, we lost to the Eagles on Thursday night, but it don't matter. We were 0 for 6 in the preseason before this year. I've still yet to see Malik Willis's contract extension spawn. Like, watch him just not re-sign. We failed the challenge right there. Watch him retire after this season. Just kidding. There we go. All right, come on. Let's lock this down, man. I have no idea what he's going to want. Okay, there's no way he only wants 4 years, $8 million a season. I refuse to believe that. So let me definitely up that a little bit so he just doesn't reject outright. But let's see. 2 years guaranteed. Okay, 58% interest. He's not completely against it. Let's go ahead and just add a big headline number up to 86% interest. Add a year, cut the salary. Does he want that? You want that, Malik? 100%. Malik Willis has officially signed for the remainder of this rebuild, which is this season plus 2 more years. And if we don't win the Super Bowl at that point, don't forget, you win this mystery Dolphins jersey. What do you mean Franklin thinks he should be starting, dude? Over who? Paris Campbell? I'm telling you guys right now, if this team does not make it to the playoffs, it's impossible. I don't know if like Malik Willis is a curse, something to do with him being a scrambler in our playbook. I have no clue. I'm trying to learn this game. I'm trying to learn this franchise mode at the same time you guys are. But you'd like to think, you'd like to think a team that's a 91 overall with a 92 offense, 91 defense can at least win more than 5 games. I mean, an incredible offensive line, insane weapons to throw to, A-Chains up to a 95. Defensively, we now have David Bailey and Ruben Bain on the same exact front 7. Not to mention, Brooks is still a beast. So is X-Factor Jacob Rodriguez. Then we got Chris Johnson and D'Angelo Pons, both superstar cornerbacks. Not to mention Geathers, the 82 overall second-year monster. And boys, we're going to do something completely different this year. We're not going to be stopping the trade deadline. We're going to advance this bad boy all the way to the playoffs. And I hope to God, we are in it. If we do not win at least 10 games this season, it's a curse. This franchise is cursed. Okay, well, I guess 10 wins on the dot's gonna have to do. Finally, in year number 3 with a God Squad, we make the playoffs and win the AFC East. It is about time, boys. It is about freaking time. From 2 wins to 5 wins to finally 10. I mean, it was actually an insane start of the season. I mean, by week 8, we only lost 1 game the entire year. Holy crap, dude, that's gonna be a record. Dude, we lost by 3. By 3. That's the most insane thing I've ever seen in my entire life. 5 straight wins by 3 points. I refuse to believe it. There's some things happening in this rebuild. There's some things not of this world that's just going on, dude. Demonic. There's demons. I mean, if it wasn't for 5 3-point losses in the span of a month and a half, like we could have literally went like 15-2, which does give me a little bit of hope that maybe, just maybe, this can be the year that we go ahead and go all the way and win the Super Bowl. Why does our offense suck so bad? I don't get it. Defense, we were at least number 2. Malik Willis was fine again. We can't run the ball. with A-Chain. I wonder if that's why. I mean, Ollie Gordon literally had 4 times the amount of rushing touchdowns at him. That's just weird. I don't get it. I don't get why our offense is just so bad. George Pickens, though, fine. 13 touchdowns. Omar Cooper, good year. Same thing from Ben Spann. And Piercy Sample, second-year tight end, 5 touchdowns. Not bad at all. Jacob Rodriguez, 141 tackles. We had Ruben Bain, 15.5 sacks. A little disappointed, though, in David Bailey, but again, can't be mad at the team that finishes with the number 2 defense. MVP this season goes to Caleb Williams. Malik Willis, unfortunately, did not come in the top 10. For the first time, we get Coach of the Year votes, boys. And I actually had somebody get Defensive Player of the Year votes. Ruben Bain in 5th. And even had Wyatt Merritt come in 3rd in Defensive Rookie of the Year. And I'm not even gonna lie, I think he's defensive tackle, but I kind of forgot. But let's see, boys. Heading into the playoffs, our team comes in as a 92 overall with a 93 offense and 92 defense. Malik Willis still at 84 rated. A-Chain, who apparently had a horrible season, barely got 1,000 yards, 96 overall. I mean, we're really close to having 3 receivers over 90 rated. Ooh, Sample up to 83. Definitely take that. God, Franklin, left tackle that we drafted as a backup, is up to 81 overall. So if we end up not being able to afford some of these players and their contract extensions, at least we have some dogs waiting in the wings. Defensively, Jacob Rodriguez up to a 91. Clifford up to a 78. I mean, we got both of our pass rushers 93 overall and above. 2 lockdown corners that are 90 overall. And dude, like, what an acquisition Javon Bullard's been. He's up to a star, 85 rated, an absolute dog, and he's on an extremely cheap contract. I mean, look at that dude. He's like gonna be a 90 rated by the time his contract's up, and he's gonna make like an average of what, $3 million a season? Unfortunately, I just realized we lost Trey Moore to the Titans. They signed him off of our practice squad, so it's kind of crazy. We had like, what's it, an 80 overall edge rusher on our practice squad. So fair, that's fair. Needs to get some playing time elsewhere. Just curious, some of the trades across the league. Chris Lindstrom's a dog. He got traded, oh my god, for Casey Concepcion. Why do the Browns want to trade him so bad? Joe Burrow just putting up insane numbers, 40 touchdowns, 2 picks. Justin Herbert's been insane this entire rebuild, as he is in almost every single simulation. Caleb Williams, great year. Jalen Hurts, good season. Jamar Chase is just ridiculous. 1,879 yards, 20 touchdowns. Quentin Johnston is turned into quite the dog, up to an 88 rated. But unfortunately, I gotta stop stalling here. I just, after all this, don't want to get first round. If we get the Raiders at home, which we didn't actually play them in the regular season. Again, we have this season, next season, and one more to potentially complete the challenge. But you know, I'd rather it not come down to the wire. I'd rather just go ahead, win it right here, right now. I mean, we got the 4 overall advantage, got this game at home. I think we won. 26-14 now to take on my Tennessee Titans to potentially break their hearts. But like, we got a massive advantage here. I mean, we're 92 rated. They're an 85. To be fair, though, it is in Tennessee, and they had apparently a really good season. They went 10-7 as well. But 26-14, pretty good victory, man. A good offensive performance, unlike what we had in the regular season. 431 yards. Malik Willis, good game. Got to Mendoza 4 separate times. I don't know why Ollie Gordon is getting as many carries as A-Chain, but at the same time, I mean, he's more effective runner right now. Malik Willis with a touchdown on the ground himself. George Pickens over 100 yards, big game from him. And dude, sacks from everywhere. A sack and a half from Braden Fisk, half a sack from Rodriguez, Jordan Brooks, David Bailey, Kenneth Grant, and Ruben Bain. Now, can we do it one more time to advance into the AFC Conference Championship? This would actually be quite the heartbreaker, being such a favorite. I think we actually won 39-14, an absolute blowout, but it is a big problem, boys, a massive problem. We have made it to the AFC Conference Championship game against the 2-time defending Super Bowl champion LA Chargers. Dude, I gotta do a deep dive analysis here and see how they're so good. I mean, Herbert's just been insane in the simulation. Hampton's a stud. Lad McConkey is a superstar X Factor 94 rated. I mean, like, they got a good team, don't get me wrong, but like, they really haven't added anybody at all. Like, I don't really notice anybody doing their entire roster. Like, from top to bottom, brother, it is not even remotely close. We need a miracle, boys. An absolute freaking miracle. Of course, we're hopping in here to try to officially put an end to this dynasty. Mickey Mouse dynasty at that. We need the best game of your freaking life, Malik. We're going to take it slow here, quarter by quarter. Early on, we do take a 7-0 lead. Love to see it. We actually have a first and goal situation here. It is 14-0, just like that. Come on, keep interception. Okay, that was back-to-back interception. I got really excited. It was about to be 21-0, but of course, we're gonna go down the field. hold on. Am I tripping? There's been 3 interceptions in the span of like 10 plays. Anyways, not complaining about it. I'm just gonna, at this point, dude, the blood pressure can't take it. End of game. Simulation. It is 21-0 against the back-to-back defending champions. Let's complete this shutout. I shouldn't have spoke. Okay, okay. I was scared, but one way or another, your Miami Dolphins in season number 3 have officially clinched their spot in the Super Bowl. 5 interceptions total between the two teams, so that's fun. Couldn't really run the ball. Malik Willis didn't get a single yard. Thank God for George Pickens. Thank God for Omar Cooper. Quentin Johnson continues his historical tear. Again, don't know how this happened, but a win is a win, and we are 1 game away from completing today's rebuild challenge. Not going to be easy, though, because the Eagles are overpowered. They scored 42 points on the Panthers in the divisional round. So come on, anybody with the Eagles, dude, they're so overpowered in Madden, man. They are so overpowered. Come on, let's get a Miami Dolphins versus San Francisco 49ers Super Bowl to clinch today's challenge and to save this jersey. Of course it's the Eagles, of course. Oh God, dude, who do they even have at this point? I mean, still Devontae Smith. They also really haven't added anybody. Like, Mekhi Lemons turned into quite the beast. They did add Antonio Johnson, but like, genuinely speaking, like, nothing at all really scares me about them. I mean, not even really any of the players they drafted today has turned into anything too special. Like, their highest rated player they've drafted today is at 81 rated to complete the hardest rebuild challenge in Madden 27 right here, right now in season number 3. Whoa. Okay. I didn't mean for this to happen. It decided to skip on its own. Hey, stop it. Stop it. It's 3-0. My God, dude. I'm supposed to set it up. Madden took that opportunity away from me. I wanted to make it dramatic. Gotta have this. 3rd down and inches. 6-yard rush from A-Chain. Okay. 54-yard strike. Malik Willis to George Pickens as your Dolphins go on top 7-3. Is this the game where Malik Willis goes down in history as a Super Bowl champion? Going backwards. Bad boy, Edward. Bad boy. No way they picked this up right. 3rd down and 12. Let's go. Big stop on 3rd down and long. Incredible punt. Insane punt, actually. Oh, 15-yard penalty. Jalen Carter. Bad boy. Bad boy. Now we're going backwards. 3rd and 12. I don't like it, man. I don't like it at all. Into quarter number 2. Another incredible punt, dude. Like, the punters are going to win MVP, depending on who ends up winning. Can we get a safety here? Oh! I called it. Called it. I like how it just says -4-yard rush impact play. I'll take it. We get the football here. Now we're going backwards, dude. Big strike to Ben Span. 18 yards into plus territory. 2nd and 10, 3rd and 10. We need more than a field goal. Big play to Omar Cooper Jr. Let's punch this in. Force. Upset. I'm very sad. So that really could have been the ball game, but bad things happen sometimes. But you know what they say? You can keep living. Defense, I need you not to, like, allow them to take the lead. They didn't take the lead after all that. We were literally, like, 2 yards away. We were 2 yards away from taking the lead. Now it's a 1-point ball game. Malik Willis, I need you desperately here, brother. Ooh, we need to take this lead. We have got to take this lead. Bad penalty. Good for me. 3rd and 7, 4th and 7. Field goal is up. Field goal is good. Riley Patterson, thank you, brother. And the problem is they have too much time on the clock. 12 seconds into the second half. Up by 2. We start with the football in plus territory, just like that. 3rd and 11. 1st down strike to Omar Cooper Jr. Dude, I cannot take this. Can we please actually score this time? I'm begging you, brother. Let's freaking go. Malik Willis to the young receiver, Ben Span. What a draft pick he's turned out to be, playing the biggest games of his life today. 19-10, 2-possession lead. Come on, get me the ball back. Yes! Tank Bigsby's my favorite player of all time. Every time he touches the football, he goes backwards for -4 yards. Please, baby, come on. One more touchdown, and it's a GG. 3rd and 10, of course. Of course, it's going to come down to the wire, man. 3rd and 2, 1st and 10, into the 4th quarter. They're going to score a touchdown to make it a 1-possession game, aren't they? Big holding call from Markel Bell. But they keep on picking up the big plays at Ontavian Wicks for 16 yards. 1st and goal, Eagles. Touchdown, Eagles. Clarence Williams, of all running backs, you know. 2-point game. Oh my god, dude. Like, this legitimately might be our only chance to complete the challenge today. How lucky it was for us to even make it to this point. I know we have a great team and all, but you saw the craziness that it took to get to this point in this franchise. Who knows if we'll ever have the chance to make it back. So can we just please get points here in this game? I don't like the fact we're going backwards. 3rd and 2. Oh my god, what a play this is. A-Chain, my boy, my dog. 4 yards, 3 yards, another huge conversion to Omar Cooper Jr. Even a field goal here would be majestic, boys. 6-yard rush from the young receiver. Dude, come on. 18 yards to Omar Cooper Jr. in the red zone, boys. Please, dear God, at this point, do not settle for a field goal. 3rd and 12, we're going to settle for a field goal, aren't we? No, we don't. Benjamin, you sexy, handsome boy, down to the 1-yard line. But keep in mind, fellas, we've gotten this close before. Malik threw interception. Not this time, though. I rebuke it. Touchdown. Devon Achane. I speak it into existence. Ollie Gordon, what are you doing? 2nd and goal from the 3. 3rd and goal from the 2 to potentially clinch the Super Bowl right here. Right now. Oh, I can't believe this is just completely out of my hands. Comes down to the click of a button. Yes! Come on! Oh my god, what a classic. What a freaking game. Down to the wire. 26-17. And I officially win the Super Bowl with Malik Willis at quarterback. And I save my Tua jersey. You guys probably already knew it's a Tua jersey. I don't even think you guys wanted this. But regardless, the challenge is being completed. One of the craziest rebuilds I've ever done. I know it only took 3 seasons. We experienced things that I've never experienced on a rebuild ever. Had to learn a lot today. We know what to do moving forward. I don't know what to do about the draft picks because they're wild, but I guess draft picks are like pretty heavily weighted in real life. But man, that was fun. Stressful, but fun. I told you guys. We meant business. Now, hopefully you guys enjoyed that rebuilding masterclass. And if you did, click right here to watch another one of Madden 27, where I rebuild the Las Vegas Raiders, the #1 pick, Fernando Mendoza.